Hey guys, it's Alexa from Alexa Plays Games. So today I just wanted to do a quick voiceover video and talk about Bae's newfound tankiness and whether I feel like it's making a difference for her, especially with some common matchups she faces. I do have her title on my main, but today we're here on my mini, and as you can see, Mini Bae has already reached goal 2. That's just how much I play her. So while I'm no pro, like I'm not playing in 1000 plus trophies, I am very familiar with her lack of tank and how it is often the biggest source of pain for me. Of course, one of Bae's biggest enemies is Piper, and she doesn't, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love Pipes. I also have her title on my main, but when I'm playing Bae and I match against a Piper, I want to cry. It's why I always take her honey with me into sniper maps instead of her rattling hive, you know, the spinny gadget, because I always need a gadget to tank those homemade recipes that Piper lobs my way. So I'm pretty sure that other gadget would actually be way more helpful for like pushing up the map and adding pressure, but even so, I still take the honey because it's just such a threat, you know? So today I really wanted to like test her out, and so I decided to use her to complete some quests. I had like 3 knockout quests and a ranked quest, so I decided to take her in to both of these different modes and just kind of see how she does, how she performs, and spoiler alert, I was pretty happy with the results. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Now the first one was definitely an underdog one, and I didn't realize it until I deleted Nani with my supercharge shot in the first round. But even so, I'm including it because my random teammates were absolutely useless, and so I definitely needed a little bit of tank in order to win this. Alright, so in this one we have 2 Edgars, which is always super fun. I love that. I love it when Edgar invades passive modes like this. So wonderful. It's especially great to have an Edgar as a teammate. So I dropped this honey molasses curve as like a warning to Edgar, like, hey, yeah, if you jump over here, you're gonna get slowed and that's not gonna be fun for you. So I keep trying to lob some attacks in that direction. I don't know why players usually neglect this lane. Maybe they're afraid of getting 2-shot by Nani, but I do back up and heal. That means that Nani and Edgar can then move up the map. They're not deterred by the slow for some reason. And so Edgar jumps in and I'm able to defend it pretty well. I'm like so close to taking him out. Come on, please, please, please. There we go. Made him waste 2 gadgets. Yay. But my Edgar is absolutely useless and goes down. Yep, right there. So I'm forced into this 1v2. Good thing is I deleted that Nani. So I finally realized that Nani is not maxed out, and so I was like, okay, this is so winnable, this is so winnable. Piper's still a threat, so I'm waiting for the gas to close in so that I have an easier chance of taking her out, and there we go. Round 1 done. But, you know, they did destroy this wall, so I can't really put my honey molasses there anymore, so I have to be a little bit more crafty. But I'm hoping I can, like, delete Nani again. That was pretty great. But Mandy goes down, of course, and then Edgar makes the play of the century. So I'm left alone to do this 1v3. Always super fun. So I, of course, focused on Piper. I was able to take her out, but I made a mistake. I was so focused on Nani, but I didn't pay attention to Edgar, and I backed myself into a corner, and so I lost that round. So I got mad at my teammates. Just stay alive, please. Please stop dying. I am begging you. And then, of course, Mandy dies immediately. So it really, you know, they did not listen to my pleas. But I was also able to delete Nani, so it is a 2v2. Me and Piper both hit each other at the same time. I'm able to snipe her, and she misses her homemade recipe. The Edgars go crazy, hypercharged, and I'm able to use that as a distraction to take out Edgar and win the round. So yeah, this is definitely the buff that she needed. That HP buff is so crucial for Bae in order to compete with sharpshooters that outrange her like Piper. And I really do think that even if Piper had managed to hit me with that homemade recipe, I'm pretty sure I would have made it out alive considering how much HP I had left. So this is very heartening and I'm very optimistic at this point and ready to get into the next game. So this next game, Piper kept stealing my kills, so I didn't get star player. But I was pretty excited in this game because there is a crow, and I always have considered Crow one of my most annoying matchups with Bae because he just does so much damage and his hitbox is so small. So even though I can two-shot him with Bae, like it's still kind of annoying, and he can usually swerve his way into close proximity to me and then poison me to death. So I really wanted to try out that matchup and see if her HP made her more of a contender against the likes of Crow. So yeah, this matchup is definitely a lot more traditional, more snipers, and just only Crow. Crow is the weirdo. So I'm like, yeah, let's find Crow. Let's find him. I wanna face him. So when I see him fall over to his lane, I'm like, perfect. So I start lobbing shots at him. Come on, Crow, come get close to me. But he's smart. He knows like if he gets hit, he should go back and heal. He knows how squishy he is. So I'm kind of like in a rock and a hard place here. So I just keep trying to hit him, keep trying to like take him out. And I do hit him, but every time I do, he backs off. Meanwhile, Angela goes down, and that, you know, puts us in a really bad position. Like, we have to now 2v3, and I mean, like, I feel like most players don't understand this. Like, even if you're not hitting your shots, but you stay alive, that is so much more helpful to your teammates than dying and hitting a shot, you know? So it's so frustrating. So now we are in a bad position. The enemies are closing in, they're putting a lot of pressure on us. Piper is not doing well. So I'm like, maybe I can punish them, maybe I can take out this Belle. And I do. But then I'm like, okay, 1v2, I can do this. Let's take out Crow, and then Piper kills me. So we lost that round, unfortunately. So yeah, so I'm like, but this is winnable, we can do this. But Crow surprises me this time, and he gets a couple shots on me. But as you'll see, like, I didn't lose a lot of HP at all. Like, he barely tickled me. I lost my shield, but like, I'm still pretty much at full health here. So I'm lobbing shots at him, I'm making his life miserable. He's like, no, I'm not dealing with this Bae anymore. She's not letting me feed off her at all. So he then goes and attacks the Piper, who, yeah, we'll definitely let him feed off her. So then I'm like, okay, swap, let's attack these snipers, and, you know, every time they hit me, I back off and I heal. But they definitely, you know, they're both scary. It's Belle and Piper, so they outrange Bae. So I have to play careful, I have to heal every time I get hit, you know? Angela's low again. But I'm just like, if I'm able to find him in the grass, maybe Angela with his, like, penetrate objects gadget can hit someone, and he does, he hits Belle, and so that brings it down to just Crow, and Piper steals my kill. Come on, Piper, I wanted Crow, okay? I wanted him, I earned it, I was right there, I used my super, and you stole my kill. I'm not salty, I swear. Anyway, so we end up in the same lanes again. I'm going after Crow, but I'm kind of switching back and forth. I'm trying to take out snipers too, and Crow gets a little aggressive, and he gets more shots on me, and definitely I lose more HP, but again, I'm not vulnerable here. Like, I'm pretty sure if Piper had hit me with a homemade recipe at this point, like, I would still be fine. I still have most of my health here, and he hit me like 2 or 3 times, so that was pretty good. Her health is definitely like a lot better now. This is really heartening, I'm not gonna lie. But we are kind of in a tough spot. Piper just keeps getting hit. She does not know how to juke shots. And I just got targeted by both of the snipers, so I'm very low. I'm able to keep Crow away. He was like a lucky getter, but I was able to keep him away with one of my supercharged shots, so that's good. I go after Piper, and I'm like, come on, if we get Piper, then we can take down Crow. So I snag Piper, and then I'm like, yes, Crow, and then guess who stole my kill again? Guess who stole my kill again? I'm not salty, I swear. But definitely, as you can see, like, definitely has the HP to contend with the likes of Crow, and I would say that she, even though she gets outranged by Piper and Belle, like, I definitely think she could be good competition with them now with this much HP at her disposal. So I also had a ranked quest and win 5 games in ranked, right? So I was like, cool, let's see if I can get a Bay game here. And I kept getting rapid fire, which is not her modifier. So even though they were good maps for her, I was just like, let's not be that random. Let's just not do that. And then, you know, we get to Hot Zone, there's Big Friend, and I was like, yes, if my teammates have a tank that's upgraded, then I can totally go Bay and be the damage dealer. And then guess, yeah, they didn't have any, so I had to go Rosa. And of course we won with Rosa Grass Cheese, so that was great. But then finally I had like 1 win left on my quest, and we finally get matched with a map and a modifier time detonation that's perfect for Bay. So I was like, yes, this is time for Bay to shine. It is time for her to have her moment in the sun. So yeah, let's get into it and just see how these games played out with her new tankiness. So hopping into this first game, I was wary of Buzz, but you know, not a lot of players play Buzz well. So I was kind of just like, okay, let's just focus on Crow and Stu, and you know, I'm sure Lou will have a lot of fun dealing with Buzz. You know, it seemed like at first, like, that plan was working out. Like, Lou was doing his job, he was freezing up Buzz, and he didn't stand a chance. He had like a nice super at the beginning, but unfortunately we weren't able to actually make it in the net because guess who surprise attacked me from his bot? Buzz. So he would, you know, he became my arch nemesis in this ranked game. Or I should say she, because she's rocking a Buzzette skin, which I do approve of. So they get an early goal on us because Buzzette is just terrorizing me. It's okay, let's make some shots. And let's just be extra careful not to let Buzzette latch onto me. And so I start tapping away as much as I can. Anyone who comes to challenge me, I go for them. And you see, like, I lost quite a bit of health. I was dealing with, you know, Crow and Stu, which are, you know, both high damage dealers. Yeah, at that time I was ready for Buzzette. You're not getting me this time, Buzzette. So I'm just doing my best to defend and get as many kills as I can. But I really haven't had a chance to heal up, so I'm still going with just like 1 shot away, which is, you guys watch a lot of my Bay gameplay like that, is how I play her a lot of times, because it's just very difficult for people to get into her range usually, so I just, like, even if I have like no HP, I just keep going. I keep being an annoying bee. And so we got really close to a goal there, and so I was like, no, come on, let's go, please, Lou, use your super shot, yes, you're the goat, Simp, you are the goat. So I'm very happy with that. I'm pretty sure Crow is a bot, so we were able to eliminate him pretty easily, but Stu and Buzz are still a concern. Oh, sorry, Buzzette. Buzzette kind of latches onto the wall, which is kind of an interesting choice, probably not intentional. Crow is doing quite a bit of damage. I'm kind of letting him because I'm trying to get up to the goal, and then, yeah, I'm able to get to the goal in time. After the last game, I came into this game pretty confident. I felt like we had a really good comp, Bay and Lou with the control, and BB as a tank who can just run fast and score for us, so I didn't change my strategy. Also, Crow is AFK, which you'd think would be a good thing, but Lou got a bit too greedy and let Buzz take him out early, which also led to BB getting pinched, so I ended up in a 1v3, which is never good in Brawl Ball. You always end up spawn trapped, so even though I took out bot Crow, we were still in a bad position from the start. But Lou respawns and has a super, which is helpful and definitely made our defense a lot easier. Buzzette is definitely still a concern, so I target her, and then we were able to pinch Stu with the power of friendship, as second best would say. Check out his videos, he's so funny. So we successfully defend. BB goes charging in as BB should, but Buzz manages to stun her, and I'm too far away to take him out, and Stu clearly has no chill and wants my head on a platter. But Buzzette messes up that latch, and I was being an annoying bee and didn't heal up, so that was probably ill-advised, seeing as Lou is treating BB as a meat shield, and clearly it's not a smart idea because it makes them both low. But I'm trying to stop Buzz, but again, Stu clearly wants my head, so I'm forced to focus on him instead. Unfortunately, BB and Lou won't be able to stop Buzzette as she walks it in. We're able to pinch both Crow and Stu, but Buzzette latches onto BB, which stuns both of us, and manages to score before I can take her out. Sad, sad day. Going into this last game, I'm still optimistic because, I mean, usually I get horrible randoms, but my teammates are playing well. We just need to pay attention to Buzzette. It also looks like Crow is a human again because he's making human plays. Trying to use this outside grass to inflict some damage. BB also has no chill in this match, which is great. This is why I suggested she play BB, because she's so fast and can team wipe if you use the right gadget, at least. But it's fine because she gets this chef's kiss of a double kill, which allows us to push up, and then we're able to walk it in. Beautiful. But my arch nemesis has her super and targets BB in retaliation, and unfortunately I was so distracted by Crow that I was too late to notice she was advancing, and she latched onto me too. Unfortunate.
Wouldn't listen.
From this point on, I was like, I am not letting her latch onto me one more time if I can help it, and focused all of my attention onto her. I realized Buzzette was waiting for me to get distracted, so I helped out my teammates with a super, which was also bait for Buzzette. Yeah, how do you like my honey, you rainbow dino? And because my enemies are bad at scoring, we made it out of that one with a very nice team wipe, and my teammates have respawned, so they're ready for the next round. Of course, my arch nemesis is plotting, but Lou is doing a good job with his super, keeping her at bay. But then, you know, Crow kind of wastes that hypercharge because Lou has that gadget, so that was interesting, an interesting play. But Buzzette is circling, and I'm able to use Bay's new tankiness and honey to save my life, and BB walks it in like the badass cool cat she is. Oh yeah. Eat my taters, now you are the goat. So yeah, as you can see, Bay's tankiness definitely made a difference in this aggro mode. I only died 8 times, and because of it, I was able to snipe plenty of takedowns to help out my teammates, who may not have had the same kill count as me, but definitely contributed plenty of damage and did their jobs really well. It's not often you get good randoms, but I was definitely lucky this time. So I also had a ranked quest on my main too, and you know, I got matched with the same map and the same modifier, and I was just like, can I recreate this? Oh my gosh. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's go for it. Because, you know, ranked is always, you know, I mean, everything is always harder on my main. A lot of matchmaking is based off of cumulative trophies, and I get, you know, the same caliber of randoms on my main as I do on my mini, but then I'm also usually facing teams of like experienced players, and this definitely appears to be a team. Otherwise, why would a Diamond 2 Dynamite end up on this team? Like, there's no way matchmaking would do this randomly. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're definitely, you know, friends who teamed up, and based on their gameplay, like, I would totally find that 100% believable. So yeah, let's get into it and see how it plays out on my main, where games are a lot harder. So yeah, I found the Dynamite pick interesting. Considering the modifier, it is, you know, everything is going to be destroyed eventually, so why pick Dynamite? It's so weird for me. But I guess this team was just like, let's just rush the goal as quickly as humanly possible. And you know, our team was not as organized as them, so they got an early goal, which definitely did not look good for us. I was just like, oh, come on, randoms. Like, why are you dead? Why are you not covering your lane? And then this Jackie comes in, and oh my gosh, it's just awful. Gale should have, you know, stopped her. You should have stopped her in her tracks, and yet she's on top of me. So it's not going well at all. And then of course Surge supers it in, and I'm just like, come on, randoms, come on. But, you know, I'm not going to give up. And that's kind of the beauty of ranked and what was Power League, is that you got more than one chance, okay? So the first game, you see their strategy. You know what they're going to do. So this time, we're more prepared. When my teammate dies, I immediately compensate for that, and I do not let them in. I do not let them score. I get in their faces. I'm like, hell no, Serge, you're not coming in here. Nuh-uh. I'm not letting you in. I'm waiting for all of this to get destroyed, because then it becomes my time, okay? But he does get that kill on me, and I do not know what that Gale is doing. It's like bringing the ball back to our goal, and so he kind of helped them score. It was, I don't know. So I was just like so frustrated at that point. I was just like, come on, Gale. Why? But it's okay. Everything has disappeared now. So I'm just like, yes, here we go. It's my time now. So I get those kills, and Gale gets a chance to score. So now I'm feeling very positive. I'm like, yes, we can do this. Dynamite seems pretty much determined to get me, and this is going to be a theme throughout this entire game. He really wants me, and he's gonna fail. Jackie, I don't know, maybe had Wi-Fi issues, or maybe it crashed. Sometimes the game crashes on me, and that happens to me too, so yeah, I hate it when that happens. But I don't think it made much of a difference, at least because, you know, they were still fighting us back, and it wasn't until this moment that Leon got a kill and I got a kill, and we were able to score. So well done, quite toasty. So I'm feeling a lot better going into this. I feel like we have all learned our lesson, and we all know what role we should be playing here. So I'm feeling a lot more confident. So of course I pop my cute dancing Saturn pin. And you know, they're trying their best to rush it. I'm like, I know what you're doing. I'm going to destroy you, Surge. I will delete you. And so yeah, I'm trying to keep both Jackie and Dynamite at bay. And Gale, you know, he finally is doing his job. He's keeping Jackie under control. Surge is coming for me, and it's so cute. Leon comes to my rescue. Oh my gosh, it's so cute when, you know, that happens. Every once in a while, guy players will come in and protect me. It's really cute. I think it's because my name is very obviously a girl, so sometimes they come to my aid and it's very sweet. So now, you know, all the walls are breaking down and I'm in my groove. I'm, you know, hitting shots. I am tapping and Dynamite is still trying to come for me. But yeah, you're not gonna get me. I'm now Tanky Bay, so just do your worst. So Gale, he's just perpetually dribbling this ball. I don't know why he's doing that. And I am just doing my best to keep all of them low health, and if I can, just take them out. I completely avoid that Dynamite super, and again, he's trying so hard to kill me. He almost did that time. I'll give him credit for that. He almost got me that time, but it didn't work. And you know, this is the thing about Bae in ranked, because she does not have a hypercharge while all these other brawlers do, but she's still able, you know, she has the damage output to deal with them even with their hypercharge. The only issue up until now is that she didn't have the HP, but now she does. So this is really working out well. I'm able to keep Jackie under control, keep Surge at bay, and of course, you know, everyone who knows me knows that I hate Surge. But we still haven't scored, and so thank God Leon pops his hypercharge and we're able to score. You are the GOAT, quite toasty. You are the GOAT. So we're able to finish the game with a team wipe, and you know, at this point I'm just like, mastery pin, but Gale finishes off Jackie and we win the game. Wow. So yeah, I was able to recreate it on my main, and you know, it was a harder game than the other one because my randoms were definitely not as experienced as you know, my other randoms from my other game. But you know, we did pull it together. We did end up working as a team, and we definitely pulled it off, and we did punish them for their choice of brawlers. Because you know, they must have noticed the modifier, but they just were like, let's just rush the goal and like get a quick goal. So you know, like, we definitely outsmart them. So that was great and very satisfying, and it's all thanks to Super Tanky Bay.
So many specimens to discover! Let's go explore!
A big warm thank you to all of you who made it this far. I swear I didn't expect it to be this long. I swear, but I did say quick at the beginning of this video, didn't I? So I kind of clickbaited you, didn't I? So thank you for watching to the end despite my rambling. But if I were to give Bae's newfound tankiness a grade, I'd definitely give it an A. She's still gonna have to be careful when it comes to dealing with Piper, Nani, Mandy, and assassins are still a concern, but she's definitely much more suited for mid-range matchups and can definitely carry even easier now. Play later, guys! Mwah!